Welcome in to Power Hour 100. Here we are.
Woo!
Episode.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you. 100 shows. Not necessarily in 100 weeks because we took a couple weeks off here and there for holidays and whatnot, but 100 shows. We started this thing before the pandemic at a ramshackled building in Gary, Indiana. That's where this thing started. And when the ramshackle building in Gary, Indiana, with the Crayola contracts went tits up, we decided, because pandemic gave us Zoom, that we would continue to do this. And that's when Red joined us full-time, joined me full-time. And we basically became something bigger than that show ever was. And we've had lots of guests and we've had lots of fun and we've done lots of wacky things. We've gone lots of cool places. We've talked to lots of cool people. We brought in Rion to make us better, and he did. And a little later on tonight, Cactus Rack will join our ranks as our fourth member, bringing roller derby and a female perspective to the proceeds.
Third member gonna be casually.
You're not walking out.
Door is literally right.
But
there.
I will tackle your ass.
You literally, you if I can do it.
I will.
All the running.
Wait, don't act like
chaos.
Don't act like he won't
I
run.
almost caught Miles, so I'll catch you.
Don't act like he won't run.
I almost caught Miles. I ran out that door after Miles, and Miles was on a break by the truck. Saw me coming. His eyes were as big as dinner plates. And I have not. I mean, he was running faster than a man that stole a stereo. He was flying. I mean, he was. Jesus Christ. He was Gale fucking Sayers, man. He was returning punts and shit. But that's neither here nor there. My point is, we've had a lot of fun, and we've done some cool stuff, and we've had a few people watch over the way, and we just want to say thank you. Thank you for letting us come in and run roughshod on your social media and your YouTube, and thanks for watching the show. You can watch anything else, but you watch us, and it fascinates me that actually occurs. C-Red, thank you for being a hell of a partner. I couldn't do this without you. Like I said in the induction speech, you are the ebony to my ivory, and I will always be grateful for the time we spend. And Rion, you brought an energy to this show that I wasn't expecting, and now I can't live without. So if you run out that door, the computer and I are coming with you. And I'll break that switch.
I don't even have it here.
But anyways, that's that, and Cactus Rack will be fashionably late, of course, because that's what she is and that's what she'll bring. And we'll talk to her a little bit later, and we'll thank her as well. And tonight, the recipient of the 100. You have something to say? Do you want more rice? I don't think I have any more rice. Oh, I got more biscuits. We got biscuits. Got biscuits.
Well, why you figure that out? Let me.
You want to throw some tea and cookies?
Let me throw my thank yous out there.
Oh, wait a minute. Thank you, and to all of you watching, here's the funny part.
You were gonna do that anyway.
I love this Woodford Reserve more than life itself.
I bet
it's gotten me through some shit.
So let me just correct you. Yes,
correct me.
We were in that studio. I was there, not at the beginning when he was doing the little show in Gary, but I was brought in, and then we decided to keep this thing rolling.
If I said me, I meant we, of course. I'm sorry. That's not that. I misspoke. I certainly meant it.
And even though we were told to stop, we did.
Cease and desist. To
Right,
which we said, fuck that. You didn't sign your Crayola contract. I ain't hosting no motherfucking game show.
So
okay?
We stopped using that name.
Here, we're gonna have you sign this contract. We control your name, your likeness, and all the shit you do, and we'll pay you maybe if you get a few sponsors. What?
So
wrong. And that's why you fail.
What have I stepped into here?
Cactus Rack
We don't
making
know.
her debut as show co-hostess. Would really be great to see you, but
Right.
we see your name.
Right. So cut your camera on and just sit back.
And now C-Red with the Run for the Roses.
So again, thank you to, first of all, the Genres Network. You guys rock with us.
John Scott, you sexy podcasting master.
You rock with us regardless. We couldn't
Flip
do
your
what
phone.
we do.
Flip it.
We thank you.
Cactus Wreck is not listening to me.
I look perfect on mine. I don't know what's happening.
You're in a letterbox. It's like we got you on the big screen TV and you're in the
You
letterbox.
do what you want.
Yeah.
Just want you to turn it
Bring my
sideways
cup
so
up.
it's a full
You do
pic
what you
instead of
wanna
the
Cactus Wreck is gonna be Cactus Wreck.
Cactus. You tell him that you'll do it however you see fit.
That's fair. That's
Dang
fair.
tootin'.
Well,
Oh.
okay. She's shooting already. Oh, now she's gone. She
Now she's
quit.
gone.
She was on for 3 minutes. Oh, now she's back.
So Genre Network, thank you. The Ebony to my Ivory, the McCartney to my Jackson.
Say.
Steve,
What can I
the
do?
best
Girl,
part
to get through to you.
has been our friendship that has grown over these 100 episodes.
Let's give them some old school. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There we go.
How it all started.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate you. I appreciate your family. You have been awesome. You have been more than just a co-host. You have been a friend, a brother. I thank you for everything. My life now revolves around Tuesday nights at 6:30. Everything has to be done.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Don't be. Because we love to do this.
We love to do this.
To Rion, who joined us midway.
Joined us.
Thank you. You feel you don't bring anything, but there are those moments.
Nobody
where-
makes Red lose it better than you do. When you go off.
First
on
of all,
those
nobody
tangents.
calls a timeout like Rion.
I gotta get Ryan Matthews.
I don't have Ryan.
No, yes you do.
Nobody
I lost Ryan Matthews.
nobody reads the fax machine like you do.
I don't.
Fax machine.
Yes. We still
Yes, we're all a
respect-
bunch of old farts here.
Yes.
Hi, Rian. It's me, Ryan Matthews. I just want to say congratulations on your 100th episode. You're awesome.
I haven't been here.
Will you
for-
go to the prom with me?
I haven't been here.
Thank you to all the fans. It doesn't matter if you watch this the night it drops, the next day, you listen
Maybe I should
to
do
it,
this episode as Ryan Matthews. What do you think?
That shit's already kicked in. Like real fast.
I see. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. As Steve already said, you don't have to, but you do. To all of our guests, thank you. You have given your time.
Marche
special-
Rocket,
special
13
thank you.
times.
Right, Marche, thank you for 13 wonderful episodes. Whether by
And Marche
yourself-
Rocket will share your shit. Marche Rocket's good people. Be good people like Marche. That's my advice.
But thank you to everybody that takes the time to come on here. Even our guest tonight, Jed Williamson from Crash Tested Wrestling. Thank you. You guys don't have to come on here.
You
But
do.
You guys give your time and your energy. You tell your story, and we appreciate it so much. Thank you to Cactus Rack, our brand new co-host who's joining us tonight permanently. We appreciate what you will bring to the table for the next 100 episodes. Hey, man. Hey, bruh.
Woo!
You ain't off the hook. Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right.
This show still goes on.
God, if we get it to 200, I don't know what the fuck happened. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, C-Red, as always, does a great job giving you roses before you die. Not a lot of people do that. Rion, do you have anything you'd like to say, or are you good?
No, I'm good. I'm here for the next like hour and a half, 2 hours. I actually need to set this timer so you can know.
He's got me on a timer now because
Well,
things have gone a little haywire lately.
So
But we're gonna
I'm
bring it
give you
home
30
tonight.
I'm gonna give you 30 minutes
To do what?
so you know that it's been 30 minutes
Oh.
as elapsed, and then I'm just gonna reset it.
For 30 more minutes.
Yeah.
I understand. Ladies and gentlemen, big welcome to Cactus Rack. Why bring Cactus Rack in? Well, there's a reason why we bring in Cactus Rack. Number one, she's incredibly entertaining. That we've seen on commentary, we've seen at shows. In the first crash tested show that I came back to, she was in the audience, and I made a point on commentary to loudly say, "Oh my God, it's roller derby legend Cactus Rack," and they popped for her. So I knew we had something special right away. She came in to do commentary with us. I got a chance to know her. Roller derby, she's fantastic, and she is going to bring something to us that we don't have. Not only a female perspective, which I think is great. I think that'll be fun just in and of itself, but she's kind of a badass and kind of kick anybody on this show's ass anytime she wants. So that's going to keep us all a little bit, maybe we'll mind our manners just a bit.
Keep you in line
Keep us
a little bit.
Plus, she's dating.
Steve got himself.
We know that we've got the belle in the world of a hot rod daddy Andy. So we got to contend with him now. We don't want to piss off his betrothed, so she's going to keep us on her toes. Will we do it?
No, not betrothed. There's no ring on this finger.
Well, I think Andy is just looking for one when he buys those hats. I think he's going to find the ring next to the Coors hat, and I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work out just fine as it's supposed to, because you can't get rid of.
You know how Andy thinks. He might just buy you a hat with a ring on it. You should consider that your engagement ring.
By the way, shout out today to our.
I feel like it will either be a pair of pit vipers or just Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos, indeed. Shout out to our junior Power Hour member, Hazel. Hazel, if you're watching or will watch at some point, we love you too.
She says hi.
Hello, Hazel.
She loves you all.
And tonight, now that we have a 4-man band, not to be considered with Heath Slater and those guys in the E, because I hear that theory guys all day, which is a crock of shit.
People are watching you live, by the way.
Why are they watching me live?
Well,
we taped this for a reason.
I'm doing this phone because you started talking shit. The numbers dropped.
I wasn't talking shit.
So
I was talking truth. Anyway, tonight's guest, Crash Tested Wrestling.
Everybody, they keep dropping.
Yeah, because they want to see the whole show later. People like what people like. I'm a little bit overexposed today anyway, literally. Welcome to the show, the savior of Crash Tested Wrestling, the man that reached down in the pits of hell, past the reach of the LRP dragon, and by the teeth, pulled the phoenix that is Crash Tested Wrestling out of the flames, and we got to do Crash Tested Wrestling again. How long will we do it? We don't know. But I know we're going to be doing it in September. And he was kidnapped, but now there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Reality check. I don't know how founded in actual reality it was, but we're going to find out what happened in my absence because Jed is here to set us straight. So Jed, I'm sorry for the long introduction. It's episode 100. We're a little geeked around here. We've got the lovely Cactus Rack joining our ranks tonight. So it's a special night. You're a special guest. Welcome to Power Hour 100.
Well, I personally know that Power Hour usually becomes Power Hours, so I'm sure we've got time to play.
I'm trying to kick that in the. I don't know if that's. I get in trouble every week. Every week.
I'm tired.
I get hate.
Guys, I'm tired tonight. If you go over an hour, I'm going to bed.
I've already timed it. It's good.
Cactus, that's not the right attitude to usher in a new era.
Let me start off.
I love my
Cactus. It's a pleasure to see somebody of your caliber bringing some class to these group of knuckleheads.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens. Okay.
Thank you what? I was about to thank you guys for having me on here too, but I figured since she's the brand new, co-hostess, that I would give her respects first.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Steve, Red, Rion, thank you very much for having me. It is a huge honor to be your 100th guest. I'd be here every week if I could, but obviously, other people want to be on the show, and
maybe you
don't
will.
want me here every week. So
You just never know.
thank you very much. It's a huge honor.
Well, we thank you, and we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk a lot about what went down and what's coming. Before we get into that, let's talk about the fish fry. I'm going to read a passage from Fish.
We're going to get to Cameron later. Don't worry about that.
Who?
Cameron.
Cameron.
The fish fry.
Cameron fries fish?
No, I'm going to fry that fish.
Oh, okay.
I see what he did there. That was snappy.
Uh,
That's why CTW is back. It's snappy. Okay, so we got this letter for working hard. Now, I got there late, and when I got there, I saw Renee Van Peebles and C Red sitting down in chairs having a cocktail. And I'm like, apparently the ARC has different rules than every other human. But I was told later that they had worked the minute they got there and they had earned their break. So my apologies, Red, for assuming the worst. I should have assumed the best. But you're used to that. So we all worked. We all did our job. We fried some fish. We made some people happy. We were going to stay and clean up, but then they started playing cards, and they were talking about midnight. And I just can't do that anymore.
I got shit to do. I can't just be hanging out playing cards.
They were playing cards. Those
I
were some
got shit.
incredible.
They were playing bid whiz. Now, if they had played spades, I'd have jumped my
Oh,
ass in there.
spades. You can't touch spades with this guy.
No, I
Blind
can
nil.
touch spades.
Mr. Blind nil, motherfucker. I will take you down. I don't even need to see your
Right,
cards.
We would go 0.
Let's do.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to have a power hour.
Challenge.
All right, so we're going to read this note that the good folks at the Benjamin O. Davis Veterans of Foreign War Post 311 wrote to us, and everybody that worked there got this note. It starts off, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. You know who said that? The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. On behalf of the members of the Benjamin O. Davis VFW Post 311, I would like to thank you and the members of Illiana Pro Wrestling for your time and efforts to make our fish fry held on July 29th, 2022 a success. Our organization is comprised of volunteers, post and auxiliary members that made a choice to give of themselves to help other veterans and serve our community. We contribute our time and talents, not for compensation, but because we decided to work together to accomplish certain goals. Therefore, other volunteers are important to our organization. Your willingness to give of yourself, your time, and effort are appreciated and should not go unnoticed. So I want to thank you again. I look forward to our continuing partnership between Post 311 and Illiana Pro Wrestling. This letter represents just a small token of the members of the VFW Post 311's gratitude to you, signed by Aretha Sourlock, commander of VFW Post 311. I'm just happy I know somebody named Aretha.
Well done and well deserved.
So it was fun. We were supposed to have a little match. I'm looking at you. I had my tights on. I had my shiny shoes. I was going to show you who's boss. But even though you weren't there, we still want you here. So even though you didn't make it, you still won, which I think was your plan from the beginning because you're much smarter than us.
Yes, that's true.
Well,
I'm smarter than everyone.
We've got that out of the way, so at least now we know. But you're not off the hook.
No,
Because I have.
I mean, you're not off the hook.
I have roller skates, and I know where you roll.
Yes, you do.
So August 20th.
I'm sorry to break in here, but I did not know what was supposed to go down. You were supposed to have a match with Cactus?
Special attraction match. Fish
You
Fry
know,
Mania
whip your
1.
ass.
Hold it, God damn it, hold it.
Ryan
Hold it.
Matthews is calling his first time out of Power Hour 100.
Now it's
Leon, why you call time out?
That was now it's supposed to happen.
It was supposed to happen.
Sorry, you eat a dick. I'm talking about the person behind the
I do not eat
You're
dicks.
doing
I'm Ryan
I'm not
Matthews.
doing
I
this.
pull rubber bands and get
I'm
you off.
I'm not doing this right now. I'm trying to talk to them. I'll shut up for the rest of the episode. Keep fucking up. I will just stop. Look, the match was not supposed to happen. It was supposed to be there as support for the veterans. Everybody that was showing up supposed to be there just to hang out. And whatever they asked us to do, we're going to do. That's it. Nothing else. This butthead decided he wanted to have a match, and then the vets was like, "Oh, we're about to do it." No, we're not. No one's having any matches. That's not how it works.
So then I challenged Renee Van Peebles. She wanted none of that. And then I challenged Miles Mercer. He didn't want none of that either, which makes me think I'm kind of a badass.
You are a badass. We've gotten that.
I beat up. I took down. I intimidated 2/3 of the ARC.
Yes, you did, and I'm glad that you did that.
I couldn't ask Red to fight because Red saved my life.
Sir, wherever you're going with this, get there so we can focus on the other stuff.
Anyway, VFW Fish Fry Friday. It was a delight. It was a pleasure to be there. We made a lot of fish, made a lot of people happy, and represented IPW proudly. Cactus, you were missed. You're always missed when you're not around. More than you realize.
More than you realize.
So
don't make me cry again, guys. Come on.
Come on. So we just want to thank the VFW for what they do for us on the final Sunday of every month. And I'm sure there will be more fish fry opportunities that IPW came out in force. We had all the stars there. We had Sanji. We did. We had Miles Mercer, Renee Van Peebles, C Red, me, you. You're a star. You're the real deal. We can feel it.
For just a guy, you're a pretty big deal.
You're a pretty big deal because you're the real deal.
Focus.
Okay. So that's all I have to say about the fish fry. And then we heard some stories about Crash Tested Wrestling Reality Check. Now, as general manager of Crash Tested Wrestling, I was overjoyed to find out that Jed Williamson, our beloved CEO, was rescued from captivity. Jed, you look good, but I hear you looked a bit pale. I hear you look like you were playing in the band The Misfits on a random Saturday.
Yeah, that's what a prolonged captivity will do to you when you don't have access to sunlight. But
did they violate you, Jed? Did they make you do things you don't want to do?
Oh, I'll tell you. I can answer that one. I can answer that one.
Yes or no? I don't want
to. They actually did. No, they did, because they forced me to watch Cameron run his mouth for the last 8 months.
Just as long as that's all they did with Cameron's mouth. That's the only thing I want to say. As long as that's all. Because if there's more,
well, here in the near future, Cameron will be trying to kiss my ass. So, you know,
and nobody wants to see that. Well, since I'm now a veteran of the adult entertainment industry, I can speak intelligently on these matters.
Oh, you are?
What?
Who knew? We could have gotten to that in a very easy transition, but because of him constantly doing this liquor thing, we can do this now, or we can wait till later on.
We're talking about Reality Check. We're talking about Jed's captivity. We're talking about Cameron and his mouth.
Good call.
Not in a good way.
Good call. Focus on that.
So you were rescued from captivity. High society had you strung up, strung out, strung down. There was a situation.
It's a little over exaggerating. In between shows, they was your white room, but when show days were around and they had to go, tear apart my company, I was duct taped to a chair with that.
You tried really hard to keep that company.
Yes, believe me. And that is why I refused to sign the papers to sign the company over to High Society for 8 months. And it was infuriating to him, and it gave me pleasure to endure. But yes, Eric Wolfgar had apparently, because I remember
Eric Wolfgard
being raced over to the show, so I'm getting all this information at one time. So
the manager, Eric Wolfgard?
Yes.
And who does he manage?
He managed AJ Flyer and Michael Pierce, who have decided that they would like to pursue singles careers.
So who is Eric Wolfgard?
Eric Wolfgard, he took this time to be out looking for me, and I have all the respect in him for the world for doing that for me.
The world needs more Eric Wolfgards.
When I found out on, like I said, I got swamped with information on the way to the venue. And I found out that my brother, yes, everybody brace yourself. My kid brother is Tully Bertarelli.
You? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm gonna need something a little stronger for all these revelations than a cherry Coke.
Tully Bertarelli.
He's my kid
This
brother.
was made for TV. Mister, I ain't got nothing but paying the dues. Tully Bertarelli is your sibling.
It does happen.
Let me ask you this. Do you share moms? Do you share dads? Do you share both? I hear
Dads.
there are websites that are very popular with that kind of stuff.
He's my brother from a different mother, just like
So
Dudley boys were.
you have the same dad, just different moms.
That would be correct, sir.
It's interesting. In America,
And Rion looks like he's about to have a conniption fit.
a conniption fit.
Yep, either that or he's trying to hold back a fart, something, I don't know.
Oh, well, that your guess is. Have you ever heard Bill Cosby describe a conniption? Is that what happened?
I was talking about Rion's response to Tully being my brother. But no.
Silence is enough.
I dug deep to that because you can't really talk about
enough.
Bill anymore without offending everybody. But I went right at Bill because I don't give a fuck. I'm out in December. I don't care.
That's the pleasure of age, is when you get to that age, you just don't give a fuck.
Nope.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut just for you,
It's because
Rihanna.
you're still young, dear.
Not that young.
Oh, look, before this goes off the deep end, let's focus on the next thing.
Well, we're talking about reality check.
I love the fact that
Other
he's trying to
people
keep it from the
others.
deep end, but I watched the show enough times to know that
So-
you can't save it.
We're
Is
teetering on the edge.
Tully Bertarelli actually Tully Williamson, or are you
No,
Jed
he is
Bertarelli?
Bertarelli.
You're Jed Bertarelli.
No, I am Jed Williamson. See, this is what I
Amy.
saw.
I love it.
Yeah, I saw the episode last week. I knew you were going to poke at that. No, different mothers, different last names, raised in different homes, but we.
No, you'd have the same last name because you got the same dad. I mean, I guess
No,
maybe
that's not how that works.
that's not how that works.
No, you can give your kid whatever last name you want.
Is that a law?
What do you mean? Is that a law?
I mean, is that the way the law works? Where's Eric?
That
Schultz?
is technically a legal right, yes.
Yeah, you do not have to give your child the father's name.
So it's something else we've lost.
Steve, you can go down to your local courthouse and
Chris
actually
Rock.
have your name officially changed to Captain Spandex if you want to.
Unconditional love for women, dogs, and children. That's it. Check out Chris Rock. He got punched. Anyway,
Wow.
reality check. You come back and your company is in a shambles. I mean, despite my best efforts and intentions, Jed, I really tried. I came out.
Listen, I respect everything that you have done in my absence. I know that you were a busy man and that you have other obligations in your schedule. So I was aware going into when I had the paperwork sent over to you.
I put people in
That-
charge that let me down. Rion was in charge of reality check. Red was in charge before. I mean, I put people that I trusted in places of power.
You can fire me, I'll be all right.
No, you have to defend the crash
If that's
tested
what
wrestling
we-
tag team title.
If that's the route we're going, you can fire me.
Now
I
that you-
told it- I was
That is
very
not the route that we're
big-
going. I know you hate to hear it. I saw your response to it last week, but it is an official fact that Rion is the senior referee at Crash Tested Wrestling.
But there's more, Jed. There's more to this story of Rion's skills at Crash Tested Wrestling than simple
much so.
stripes and authority. He is one half of the reigning, defending Crash Tested Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
As part of the ARC from the first incarnation, and absolutely, and that has not escaped my attention. And if
Of course.
C-Red manages to convince Rion to sign a contract to compete for tag team titles or in a tag back into full, active duty, then we will have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But I have dealt with Rian enough to know that at this point in his career, he is not interested in doing anything but refereeing 1, 3, and 5.
That bridge is burnt.
We talked at length in Lake Zurich to one Willie the Bomb Richardson.
You did.
And he is all in. He's waiting for your call, Jed. He's ready at a moment's notice. Willie's got gas in the tank, and he's ready to drive that track with Rian.
Why are we here?
Because we're talking about Crash Tested Wrestling.
No, we're
Its
not.
next show
No, we're not.
is September 24th in Hobart, Indiana. It is Whiplash. And there would be some motherfucking whiplash if Rian and Willie brought those tag team belts out just like Brubaker did when Marche won the title, and Brubaker was like, I'm still champ. I think that's what you're going to do. I think you're sandbagging.
Which brings up an interesting topic, Steve. Thank you very much for that segue. Is that I was actually going to announce here that the title belts have been purchased. They've been made. They have arrived. So we do have brand new tag team championship belts, and they will be revealed at the September 24th show. And we will be having, whether it be a fatal four-way or a tournament or whatever it may be, we will have new Crash Tested Wrestling tag team champions crowned within the near future, unless C-Red does his magic and manages to get the recognized champions to
the
step back in the ring.
recognized champions. Yes.
I'm about to fucking walk out this.
I will tackle you when you walk out that door.
I'm not.
Mr. Williamson, let me officially make a statement and inform everybody here and everybody watching that I have in great lengths talked to Mr. Skills. He has told me he is no longer willing to put on said tights. Therefore, the tag team titles will do what you do. Tournament, whatever, it don't matter. Rian is the head official. I couldn't change his mind. Sorry, Willie. Oh well. There you go. That is the official statement from the ARC. Rian will always be family, but he has gone his own path. We have to respect that. Therefore, let's continue.
Once again, C-Red, a voice of reason in my childlike fantasies. We will never speak of this again.
Good.
Until next time.
You beat me to it.
Cactus Rack. What are your thoughts about Jed's brother and Reality Check?
I'm first and foremost a little offended, Jed. I'm a little offended. I'm not doing commentary apparently anymore.
If I'm not mistaken, I was told after the show, I got there and I'm like, where's Cactus? Where's Steve? Where's the other Steve? Where's all these people at? I got filled in after the show. They said that your man, Rod Dandy, had another booking at, I believe it was Wisconsin or no, sorry, where were you at? That's Are
you talking?
Nowhere.
There's two.
I was at home.
You had a booking at home, Cactus. Really?
I apologize. I wasn't there to.
There's two.
Take it out on camera.
Might be my fault.
Maybe you would have been there had I been there.
I'll take responsibility for that. Cactus, that's on me.
Okay. Well, I'm offended.
Cactus, how can I make it up?
September 24th. If you're free, you're there.
Nope, Andrew's booked in Wisconsin.
See?
Well, that's okay, because you have FaceTime. I'll just sit.
I do have FaceTime. I can absolutely watch and commentate from the merch table.
I will put you on a stand and we will do it via satellite. We can do.
Let's do it. This is innovative. I love it.
Oh, hell, I already know how I can pull that off too.
We got tools. We can do things.
But back to the question at hand. What do I think about this? I'm having a hard time.
What do you think of that?
I'm having a hard time grasping this. Love Tully, great guy. Jed, you're great too.
Thank you.
Not see. Is it the lack of hair? Is that?
Be a very festive looking tag team though.
Yeah.
Would you like to see my other brother, my full brother, who's 6'2" with red hair? I don't look like him either, but
You're related to Brawny, the paper towel guy?
I guess.
Florida Frank made my head hurt, but no.
And I had some hopes for Nick Diamond, and they have been squashed.
Yeah,
I had some hopes for Karen. They have been squashed like a bug.
And sadly, I knew about that.
He's a
They
screamer.
bragged to me about their plans the whole time, and they're just like, watch us fool Steve, watch us fool everybody. So when I walked in and saw those two shoulder to shoulder, I was not surprised. I know you guys were, but
Well, there will be no end of Karen chants from me every time I see him. So, yep, I guess we'll see who can stop high society.
The ARC.
Okay.
ARC could stop.
I do have another question. I have a question. I don't know if this has been covered. Jed, where did they keep you?
multiple places. They transported me all over the place.
Multiple places.
I can't do this.
I can't believe they were that smart.
They kept him in
a moving van, apparently. It is fucking kept him. And a guy, no.
They had a high society safe house in Tripoli. That's where they kept him the first time.
Safe houses.
But they moved him to the Balkan Islands.
Well, if you really think about it, it is not that hard to believe that a scumbag like Cameron would know where to find some abandoned houses and some abandoned freaking factories and shit.
Especially in Northwest Indiana.
Right? See,
that's the greatest insult
Cactus gets it. Cameron. Red gets it. I mean, I don't understand what part of this you guys aren't getting. Because it's not a fun experience. It was fun. It was fun watching them fail. It was fun watching them go up against you. But
me?
Oh yeah, they made me watch all the footage. They made me watch all the Wednesday night wreckages and power hours and everything. So
he got a lucky shot in. He won't be so lucky the next time.
No, absolutely.
He wasn't expecting the idiot to swing, and he swung. So there you go.
Which brings us to the first announcement that I made that night.
Are you making an announcement here at Whiplash about Whiplash on this show on episode 100?
It is an announcement for Whiplash, but it extends past Whiplash. When I got into that ring at Whiplash and I addressed Cameron in front of the crowd, I made it perfectly clear that I had plenty of time to think of their punishment for their actions. And each member of high society on individual shows, I'm not going to try to cram it into one big show. Each member will have to run a gauntlet. I'm a fair guy, like I told him, Steve, you know me, I'm a fair guy. If they were to traverse the entire gauntlet, hey, I can't deny it. They'll be in line for a title match. But they have to traverse the gauntlet. So Eric Schultz, as you can see,
I'm looking at your plate. Sorry, Jed.
is first in line to go through the gauntlet. Then probably Chris Miller, then Cody James, Nick Diamond, even Cameron Wayne himself will have to go through a gauntlet match.
Cameron's going through a gauntlet.
And I announced at Reality Check, because I've been thinking about this for so long,
Cameron,
that his first two, I announced two of the people, all of high society's opponents will be mysteries. They'll find out on the day of the show. They'll find out when they get called. But Cameron, I wanted him to know. I wanted him to know who's going to face him in that gauntlet. The first person that I announced was Turtle.
Turtle's angry at Cameron. Turtle.
Oh, absolutely. And the second.
Wait a minute, Jed. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You can't say that name on this show anymore.
Can I say Nubby?
No.
I don't know where.
C-Red made it very
clear. The artist formerly known as?
No, he's dead to us. C-Red made it very clear that he made a choice.
The backstabber in a half show?
No. Right, C-Red, Turtle's dead to us?
Either way, that's the first one. The second one, is yourself.
Rion, you're the
No,
guy who
no.
said come on, wrestle.
Steve, you.
Me.
Yes, you. You will have the opportunity to step into the ring and get revenge for that slap on camera.
Will there be any workhorses in the building?
They will probably be somewhere around, maybe, but as far as I'm aware, they have no affiliation with high society anymore and will not get involved in that match.
So I get to, I'm part of the gauntlet. I'm
Yes.
fighting
As
Cameron.
long, you can decline if you want.
I'm not going to decline. I'm wondering who's going to want to watch a match between two people that probably couldn't.
Well, I think it's safe to say it's not going to be too terribly much of a match as it is going to be 5 guys beating the crap out of Cameron, which who doesn't want to see that?
Well, I'll beat him up. That's true.
That was 30 minutes.
That was 30 minutes. We got through one topic.
Just want to put that out.
Man,
there.
it's going to be 10 o'clock night. Cactus, you better take some 3-hour energy shots because
I've already reset the timer. So I
Cactus doesn't
My
know.
best friend. My best friend right there.
What did
I have a bedtime. I am like an 85-year-old woman. My bedtime's 8:30. Okay. I gotta get ready
Oh,
to
we
be
still
back.
have an hour and 10
guarantees. I make no guarantees.
I'll let you know when I'm leaving.
All right, so Turtle and I said it. Shit, sorry. That guy with the shell and myself are part of the gauntlet.
I just wish you would follow your own rules sometimes. That's all that I ask.
Why are you?
Wish you would follow your own rules. By all means, call a timeout on me.
Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean.
We
I'm
just let you off the hook. You should be.
So,
You really
Mr.
should be fighting.
Williamson, in
What?
that particular gauntlet, whenever it happens, it's Turtle, it's Steve. Anybody else? Or
Well, I
you
have
gonna
to
hold
approach
those-
them. I have to see if they're interested, but I am intending on. This is like I said, his is the only match I'm going to let him stew for however long on who's going to get in there and whoop his ass. But I was going to actually ask Hot Rod Daddy Andy if he'd like to get involved in that because I saw the footages of Hot Rod calling Cameron out and wanting to get his payback on Cameron. So he's one that I would like to get in there with him.
That would make me a tag team partner with Hot Rod Daddy Andy for a little while.
not a tag team partner.
He does have a booking on the 24th. I think he got fed up.
No,
with
like I
getting
said,
recorded.
this is not taking place on September 24th.
Oh, okay.
Eric Schultz
Good
is
to know.
taking place on September 24th.
I'll
Okay.
beat his ass. That
When
lawyer-
is this taking place?
Oh, I'm saving Cameron for last, so probably a good 5 shows from now.
Well,
Gonna have
I'm
Eric,
retirement to
we're
whip
gonna have Miller,
Cameron's
we're gonna
ass.
have Cody, we're gonna have
I'll do it.
Diamond, then we're gonna
Do
have
it.
Cameron last.
One time, one night only. I owe him. He slapped me in the face.
That's 3. Do you have a 4th?
I'm cultivating some possibilities. I mean, prior to your shift in perspective after teaming with Marche, I might have said yourself because you used to be a very big, Cameron basher, but since you turned your back on Marche, you've actually been showing some support to high society.
First of all,
Uh-oh.
I did not turn my back on Marche. We just
No, you didn't turn your
just
back on
split.
him,
We just split. Again, did you see
but
me?
your perspective
did
shifted
you
away
see-
from him.
Well, and what have you seen me in high society do? Understand this. When I say, and everybody sees the tagline, ARC versus everybody. That is exactly what I mean. Versus everybody. So they play nice on their side, we play nice on our side. Now, for the right price, Mr. Williamson, if you want me in there, I'll get in there. But the money got to be right. That's what we all about. It's the money.
Well, apparently what Cameron in high society has done to Crash Test at Wrestling in my absence. Right now, I don't think there's a whole lot of money there to offer you. Because it was a dismal sight when I walked into that venue.
Well, that's not my problem, is it?
No, that's my problem. I'm
Share
going to
it.
take care of it.
Get C-Red in. Offer C-Red shares of the company.
I have to trust my partners. with all due respect to C-Red, I couldn't trust him as far as.
Which brings me to the next point about crash tested wrestling. Jed,
Yes, Steve.
come clean right now. It
Oh,
has
is
been
it?
told
No,
to
I
me
love your hard hitting questions.
by reliable sources that you, Jed Williamson, have a partner. Who is it? That's a hard hitting question, Jed.
8 months.
Answer the question.
I have been away for 8 months. I walk in the door to a cluster of a situation.
Yeah, where was
And
your?
I'm trying
I
to
wasn't your partner cleaning it
undo the damage that's been done. But yes, somebody did approach me that night and offer their assistance. But they have offered their assistance in a silent capacity. They don't wish to be.
He doesn't understand silence at all.
No, I understand that. Steve would never know what silence means.
You know, that's a fact. I did get in trouble on Sunday for not being silent. I'm going to learn.
Steve was that kid in school when everybody was supposed to be silent. He would be.
Why? I got stuff to say though.
Exactly.
I had to get up and break up a fight a couple times
You
to keep him on task.
Focus on this.
Where
thing.
were you when I got my ass kicked, though, Cactus?
Stop. Focus on this thing here.
Andy was injured. Now focus.
The question's been answered. Like I said, I'm in talks with a person. They want to be kept in the background. They want to help
Is it
out.
the Suncy lady?
No,
They always have money.
no, it is not Linda.
Okay.
But shout out to Linda and her Cincy because she makes more money than Crash Tested does right now, I bet.
No, it's okay. It was a bad idea.
It's just you got to poke a hole in it.
I don't want to poke a hole in Ryan, man.
So, Mr. Jed, so on this show tonight, you've already stated you're back in full capacity. You have plans for high society.
Correct.
You have a new silent partner. I'm curious though.
Yes.
Plans for us, the ARC. Because
I informed you of my
I didn't-
plans at Reality
yeah,
Check,
you
right?
did, and
Now I
first of
know
all-
that you. I know that
First
you
of all,
guys
hold
did
on,
not.
hold on. Pause for a second. Chet, shut the fuck up. If I say I ain't coming to a damn show and Miles ain't coming to a damn show, that's what the fuck we ain't doing. I don't need your ass sitting up here, getting on Facebook, getting on social media like a little ass bitch. Oh, Mr. Jed, C-Red said him and Miles ain't showing. I don't give a fuck. If we don't decide to show up, we won't show up. All he can do is fire us, fine us, and strip the damn title. But I don't need no bitch fucking reporting. You ain't in my bed at night, and I ain't fucking you. So shut the fuck up.
I'm pretty sure you're able to hear what he said on that go round.
Yeah, that came through crystal clear.
Okay, I told you it's gonna be one time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So that just happened. Chet, I apologize for C-Red's outburst, even though he was
It's
going to
my
yell at me for
show!
apologizing.
It's my show.
I know it's your show.
22 minutes, in case you were curious. There's 22 minutes left on the next go round before the office. So I just want to let you know that. You can continue on with what
As I was
but just let you know.
I was asked what the plans were for the ARC. So I will say that even though I know you were not responsible for the situation that happened with Marche and the heavyweight championship, you did slip in the back door to gain the championship when it became vacant.
I hate the first time Red slipped in the back door.
Now, just to make things fair for Marche Rocket, who got screwed out of his championship and was ducked for months and put into contendership matches that he didn't have to be in.
Marche Rocket, friend of the Power Hour, hashtag be like Marche, hashtag share our shit.
Marche Rocket by default has a match for the CTW Heavyweight Championship. So
Marche Rocket's fighting Miles?
he will, as long as Miles
Marche
is still
fighting
champion on
Miles?
that day. Miles has to get through Mike Strong in September. But if Miles
I
can
think
get
it'll be
through,
Mike Strong. Mike Strong go kill that boy.
if Miles can manage to get through that,
gonna
eventually
get-
he will
Mike
be
Strong is a
Marching
killer.
Rocket.
Miles Mercer's got no heart.
I know you feel, blasé about it, Red, but this is your first protege against your current protege. There's got to be some sort of mixed emotions there.
I'll tell you something.
We on to the next subject.
I have a question.
What is the future? Something. What is the future? What is the future? The hell with the damn timeout. He been drinking. The hell. What is the
You
future?
ain't wrong. I love Woodford Reserve. Did I mention that?
Yes, you
The
did.
future of ARC or the future of Crash Test?
Don't
Wrestling?
worry about the future of the ARC.
Okay, so you want to know the future of Crash Test?
I have a future question. Can I ask a future question?
Absolutely.
Jed, you're back. You got a brother. The ARC is running amok. We've got High Society also running amok. You don't need a general manager anymore.
All of the months.
I will always need you.
What is my purpose?
You are the general manager of Crash Test Wrestling. I am the CEO. I have business. I have a
Okay.
8-month stretch of garbage
So
that I
I-
have to sift through that
Where
High
are you
Society created.
You're not allowed to get up.
All right.
I have to get out on the streets and I have to try and get sponsorships. I have to try and get people invested in the product. I have a lot of work to do. There's going to be days where I'll be at the show. Yes. There's going to be days when you can't be at the show where I'll have to be at the show. But you are running the day-to-day of these show days. On when we
Okay.
get show days, you are in charge.
I like that, and I appreciate that, and that makes me feel good. And I'm gonna make Cactus Rack happy right now because Whiplash is coming.
Mhm.
Said Mike Strong is taking on Miles Mercer for the Crash Tested Wrestling title. Is that what's happening?
Assuming C. Retta and Miles Mercer show up to the show, which they
Well,
not.
let's make this just a little more interesting. You know, Mike Strong has a bad habit of getting screwed. And as general manager, I can't let somebody get screwed on my watch. So this little championship match, if Miles and Red show up, there will be someone in Mike Strong's corner. And that someone will be me. So see, Red, if you think you are going to cheat to win, you would be mistaken because nobody knows me better than you. Nobody knows you better than me. And I know what you're going to do. And if you get out of line, I will course correct the situation immediately.
He's so drunk.
Well, apparently I'm going to have to be at the next show because while you're out there, if I have to step in and make it a tag team match on the spur of the moment because a brawl
Oh, a
breaks out,
tag
I just
team
might have to do that.
Well, I might just bring my tights.
First of all, go ahead, Breon. Breon, you got a timeout.
Who is refereeing these matches? I can't bring it up. I don't want to know who will be the person to referee these matches. You got.
I will physically be present. I will be
Well,
FaceTime.
Special guest referee Cactus Rack.
yeah, Cactus
Oh, that's
Rack
right.
is
Should
gonna
I-
referee the
should
main
be on
event
FaceTime.
via
I will
Zoom.
have to referee via FaceTime. Good thing I'm loud.
Breon, you still have to
Whiplash
be in the
just
ring
went
to
off
take,
the
phone, to
chain.
take somebody's phone and actually do the 3 count as she's counting, but
All I'm gonna say is this. First of all, I love how everybody, again, you'll have to just wait and see.
Don't chicken out, Red.
You'll have to wait and see if we show up. Second of all, so since you didn't pay attention,
Steve,
the ARC is growing
Right, we'll
in
get it.
numbers. So if you think we're worried about you, Steve, we're really not.
You don't need to be worried about me. You just better not interfere in the match.
Third, you think you know me, Steve.
I know
I've
you.
got more knowledge in this pinky than you have in your entire body.
That might be true. I'm not disputing that.
I know this game. Hence, how do you think we got the contract to sign to get Miles the title?
You stole it off my desk.
Hey, did
You
nobody tell
straight
the
up
secretary?
admitted you hit the flirt button with the secretary.
It don't
and
matter. The secretary, I put on this beautiful face,
I'm calling the
my
pit bull out.
charms.
It's her
and
fault.
Guess what? Oh well, things happen.
Alexis, that's her name, right? Alexis?
So all you need to know
Her fault.
is Mr. Williamson. Please
Pitbull.
don't make this a tag match. I would hate to have to.
Well, as
bury
long
him.
as you don't get
I would
involved
hate
and you and Steve
if-
can keep
I
you know,
would
in
hate-
each other's proper corners, I won't
I would-
have to.
I would really hate to have to bury him before Christmas.
Well, that would be up to Steve because if he's clearly willing to get in the ring. So if he gets in the ring and you end
You
up
messed
putting
with
him
Mike
6 feet
Strong.
under,
Mike
that's
Strong
why
is-
you guys sign contracts that do not hold me liable for any injuries.
Ask him. Just know it'll
If
happen.
Mike Strong gets screwed again, I'll take it personally. I'm not going to let it happen. If I end up in the ring, I saw what Red did to Sean Danger. Maybe he does it to me. We'll see. I suggest you buy a ticket to crash test it in September and find out what happens, because I'll lace up a pair of boots. I don't give two shits. I'll throw in there. I believe in a cause. I believe in Mike Strong. If I got to get involved to get Mike Strong that title, so be it. If I got to fight my friend, so be it. If my friend kicks my ass, so be it. It's going to be a hell of a night, though. You're going to want to come to Hobart.
Just
I don't do things half-assed.
because it sounds like you're getting ready to wrap up the CTW portion of the show. But before you do, I want to make sure that I reiterate the post that I made the other day. I made the announcement at the show and I posted it on Facebook the other day about the Lethal Lottery tournament. And in 12 hours, I had 36 nominations of talent to be a part of that tournament.
Did I get nominated?
No, you did not. So you don't have to worry about wrestling in that.
Thank God.
But I've got 17 already signed up. I'm still contacting talent.
Can I nominate Cactus Rack?
You are
Don't be here.
you're a current member of the Crash Tested locker room as well as
Cactus,
Cactus
I
Rack.
believe
No,
in you.
You cannot.
I believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Oh, I
In
believe
me?
Cactus would get in there and tear some people up. I'd put Cactus in there with some of the guys and she'd tear them up.
It's a shame that I'm going to have to destroy her on August 20th, but I still believe in her.
But just go to Crash Tested Wrestling Chapter 2 on Facebook. Make your posts, make your nominations for who you want to see in Crash Tested Wrestling. Once I have 32 talent signed to this tournament, you, the fans, will get to draw at random at these shows. There will be 2 Lethal Lottery matches at the September show. You will draw at random the wrestlers' names who are going to come out. I don't know who's facing who. You don't know who's facing who. They don't know who's facing who. You could possibly see Workhorse versus Workhorse.
If a tree fell in the woods, does it make any sounds?
It is possible that it could happen, though. I'm not saying the crowd would be like all excited about it, but
Why would you hire those?
it'd be funny. I think it'd be funny to watch them go at it. You could see Nick Diamond versus Eric Schultz. You could possibly see Marche Rocket versus Cody James 3.
What
You
about
never
Archie
know.
Rock versus C Red? Could I see that?
That might happen. It depends on who votes for their favorite wrestlers. You have to put in your votes. Yes, I have enough names, but it doesn't
Would
mean
I
they're all
see?
gonna sign up.
Could I see Willie DeBomb Richardson versus Rion Skills?
If somebody outside of the company tries to nominate them and they agree to do so,
I'm going to make some calls.
I believe that this could either be a major train wreck or the greatest thing that Crash Test has ever produced.
Train wreck?
Focus.
Focus.
I just wanted to make sure I got that out there before we moved on to any other topics.
Jed, thank you. That was amazing. We're glad you're back. You're not looking quite as pale as you did. You look like if we painted a star on your face, you could play guitar for Kiss, is the reports that I've heard. So congratulations on getting your health back and getting your company back. It'll be an interesting ride as we head to Whiplash. Don't do the money. Don't do that. No. No. You're going to be there. I'm going to be there. Like Mike McDonald said, yeah, I'm going to be there. Focus.
Michael McDonald, but no one's.
Thanks for the assist. All right, let's move on. What are we going to do next? Oh, Red, before we get to IPW, on Saturday, you had a show at C3. A company I wasn't invited to, but that's okay.
First of all, don't even tell that.
Chris Williams doesn't like me. That's okay.
You were invited. You just had other stuff.
You know who really doesn't like me is Santana Starks.
So
Focus, Red. Say
very, very bad set.
Say what you got.
Go ahead, Red. C3. Tell us the Kang lost.
Of course not.
What?
Kang won.
Wait, I don't want to hear about the Kang. I don't like the Kang. Kang's useless. I want to hear about the Cobra versus the Ewok.
I saw that match.
Banger. It was a banger, right?
Well, our co-host Rion was there.
Rion, tell me about the banger. Cactus Wreck, you wouldn't pay money to see Ewok versus the Cobra, right?
Yes.
Cactus Wreck, right to the point. She is like a gut punch.
We are Ewok fans in this house, so
I like Ewok.
Well,
go ahead.
This
What was
Rion
it? Banger?
isn't speaking.
Banger?
Then you wouldn't like the end result. See, you have
Did
to
Ewok not
understand
win?
that C3 Ultimate Wrestling, the Ewok is so focused on the classic Alpha that yes, him and Ewok put on a 5-star stellar match. Yes, they did.
Banger.
Ladies and
That's what they call. That's what the kids call them these days.
all over the place, in the ring, out the ring, nonstop. Unfortunately, though, again, Ewok is his focus isn't where it should be.
Don't you disparage Ewok. Ewok is a prince.
Hey, but guess what? He lost.
Alternative champion.
He lost.
That's right?
Focus.
But why did he lose? Because I feel like
Got
there
his
was
head kicked
ARC
off.
intervened probably. The
No,
Cobra's part of the ARC now.
Yeah,
No.
nothing to do with it.
nothing to do with it. It was one-on-one. Nobody interfered. Again, just his whole mentality over this past year has been focused on Classic Alpha. So therefore, all it took was him to take his eye off the prize, and he got caught slipping. And Cobra took advantage and knocked his head
How
off.
dare you? The Ewok is like my favorite wrestler. How dare
Your
you?
favorite wrestler lost. Sorry.
I don't believe it. I believe there was shenanigans.
Again, Mr. Skills was there. He just told you.
But he was talking to other people. Maybe he didn't see everything.
No. He was. Nobody was talking to anybody during.
He was asking people if they were having fun, probably. He didn't watch the match.
He watched the match.
I wouldn't put psychological shenanigans past you, C-Red.
I did commentary
Cactus
50
Rat.
feet
Again.
away. I had
Okay, but before the match, did you talk to him?
Okay,
Oh.
I can answer this real quick. So he was a good 20 feet away on the stage. There's no way that he could have gotten down in order to.
But C-Red's a Jedi. We know he's got that mind. trick.
Everyone's facing that way.
No, C-Red's got his ways.
Maybe he's been building it up over the weeks, like poison, like slowly poisoning Ewok's mind.
I've
No.
done my job to add.
Insidious.
So I'm gonna go head back into this phone, and then you go.
The bottom line is
You don't
It
get
is-
nothing taking my
all
shit.
you have to do is go to C3 Ultimate Wrestling. It is documented. Ewok wants to wrestle Classic Alpha. They want to fight. Ewok believes Alpha is ducking him. And again, I have nothing to do with it. The ARC has nothing to do with it. So he lost on his own. Sorry for him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't you quoted many, many times that the ARC, got their hands in everything?
We had enough to do that night.
Lost track of where I was
Speaking of which,
at.
that was a triple threat match for the first time ever, the C3 Ultimate Women's Championship. This was the first time this championship was created and brought out.
And KO Kendra whipped ass, right?
No. Ladies and gentlemen, your new C3 Ultimate Women's Champion is none other than the Queen of Mean, Renee Van Peebles.
You know,
We were banned from ringside. Again, no shenanigans.
I don't believe you.
Mm-mm.
Well, I can actually believe him on that one.
That's
In
when
triple
I
threat,
actually
there's
think-
no rules, and if he was banned from ringside, that means that everything that Renee did to gain that title was completely legal.
Listen, let me tell you a story about Renee Van Peebles. 8 years I've been calling Renee's matches. I called her the Queen of Mean. I started that train.
Yes, you did. 100%.
She has never given me the respect I deserve. So as far as her being a champion at C3, she's a paper champion at best. I challenged her at the fish fry. She did not answer that challenge. Red, the ARC is slipping.
We're not slipping. First of all, you keep bringing up the fish fry. You were the only one dressed for a damn wrestling match.
I was dressed. Roller skates in the car.
and
I was
dying.
ready.
And dying inside.
My
So-
pants were very
So
slippery.
nobody else. We came to
Part of
fried
adjust
fish.
yourself wearing a tunic. It's not
We
great.
came to fried fish. You came for some other shenanigans.
You know that.
Whatever.
Much as I respect you, I'm trying to figure out why you're so eager to get your ass kicked by women.
It's not about being my.
What's wrong with that?
Not right.
He's got a
I have a very
fat ass.
special situation, and we need.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I made a challenge. She accepted it. It didn't happen because of a cold.
I think Sean Danger could whoop his ass.
If he could wake up.
That's gonna be a match.
Sean Danger.
That's gonna be a
If he
match.
could wake up.
I was gonna say
Also,
tread lightly. That's gonna be a match. Tread lightly.
Sean
oh,
Danger has volcanic piss that made me very sad on one day.
Tread lightly.
Okay.
Sean Danger was asleep at ringside at IPW.
Yes, he
Sean
was.
Danger
but
almost had
Yeah, I
his
saw the
face.
picture of him sleeping
Can we
next to the
talk
ring.
about C3, please?
We're gonna
Please
talk
do
about it.
that.
But do you remember a while ago when C-Red almost killed that boy?
Yep.
He's walking around hurt. Don't talk to me about Sean Danger beating me.
anyway, second match of the night was supposedly should have been for the C3 Ultimate Tag Team Champion.
What member of the ARC was in it? Jackson P. Larkin?
No,
I don't like him either.
you don't like anybody.
Uh,
The two-man war
Oh,
zone
nobody likes me,
did not show up.
but I understand.
So the host of the show decided
There was a host of the show?
legit.
There was a host of C3?
Yes.
All right, wait a minute. Stop.
There's a host. Calm down. God, Jesus Christ.
This is going out to Chris Classic. You had a host of a show and I don't get a call? Hey, shit just hurts. Go ahead, Red.
Anyway, the host of the show decided as legit the tag team champions.
Who was the host of the show? Who was the host? Who?
His
Was it
name is-
Riccolo?
His name is Kevin.
His name is Kevin.
Kevin?
Kevin who? Does Kevin have a last name?
Kevin Young Sr. Okay, there you go.
Kevin would be great.
So the host decided as legit was
Kevin.
No, the people have paid
That's what you say. Kevin was the host.
Kevin Young.
Not to be
Sr.
confused with Eric or Stan. It was Kevin.
That's his name.
Okay, Kevin. I'm sure he did a great job.
He did,
Kevin.
and he told legit if they wanted to get paid that night, they needed to fight each other. So
He said that. Did he
So-
say it with pizzazz?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So the pretty psychopath D'Angelo Steele
I don't like him either.
versus Mr. Future JPH.
You don't say that name on the show.
I say
Yes, you do.
No.
Guess what?
No.
Yes, you do.
So
Oh.
And I'm putting
JPH.
all biases aside.
It's a no JPH zone. We
That-
call him Jordan.
Yes, JPH.
That
Come on,
match
Cactus. Have my back once.
is a match of the year contender.
No, it's not. Not if JPH is in it.
Everything JPH does is match of the year contender.
That is not true.
It is fact.
He is devious.
Okay,
He
so
is sadistic. He is pow.
Focus, Steve.
let's just put the facts out there and then call it a day. JPH has raised his game since he's traveled all over this country. He has raised his
Went to
game.
Texas.
And again,
I can go to Texas.
D'Angelo Steele raised his game just as high
All right, I kind of like
Saturday night. And oh my God, I've never seen anything like it. Both men left it all in the ring. Unfortunately, JPH came out the loser. The winner of the match was the pretty psychopath, D'Angelo Steele.
Let me ask you this.
Did I hear JPH?
You said
Jordan?
you thought it was the match of the year.
That's number 2.
Candidate.
That's an hour. In case y'all wasn't paying attention. That's an hour. I'm gonna start it again. We'll start it again. Just so
Look
you
at
know.
Cactus. Look at it. Look at it.
That's
She's
him.
looking
Hi,
at it.
Rihanna, you piece of shit. Thanks for bringing me the ice pack.
Did someone just call me a piece of shit?
Yes, they definitely called you a piece of shit.
No, he called Rihanna a piece of shit.
I'm pretty sure he called.
Andy called me a piece of that.
I'm pretty
hurt.
sure.
No, he called Rihanna a piece of
I
shit.
have lovely
Shit.
things about Andy on commentary and other places.
Rihanna's so mean. He brought ice to me.
I'm pretty sure he's talking shit to you. He brought you ice for that drink that you had.
Andy,
The ice is gone, so I'll just let
Andy,
you
back
know.
in the day when
that
you
he
weren't
used it
Andy,
well.
I was there. And I loved you then, and I loved that. Okay, that's
I heard JPH while I was on the couch. I heard people talking about him. I want to tag with him.
He's talking to you, Jim.
I'm not done. I got
He's
nothing.
talking
All right.
to you.
If Red
So-
said it was a match of the
Can
year,
we get back on task, please?
I want to tag with.
Get out!
I want to tag with.
Get
whoa,
Tag with JPH.
hot rod daddy, baby.
I'm just putting it out there for the booker. If IPW's booker is listening, I want to wrestle him or team with him.
You're a liaison, though. You ain't a booker.
No, he's talking to you, GM.
I'm not a GM.
He's talking
Where?
to Jed Williamson over there. on
That's
the
the
other
CEO.
side.
I'm just gonna be in Mike Strong's corner, keeping C-Red honest.
Anyway, the next match.
Thank
was
you.
a
Dre.
triple
Are we
Appreciate
still
it.
talking about C3?
Yes,
we have been. Yes,
keep
we've given them
interrupting.
enough coverage. We have to move on.
You keep interrupting.
Yes, you do.
I wasn't
Triple
asked to
threat.
be a host, so I'm done with C3.
Triple threat. The debut
Put that on
of
C3.
Perfection versus Marcelo Spade
Reset this time.
Stop.
versus Mike Strong.
Stop.
Timer's been reset.
I watched Marcelo Spade fight the Ewok on Sunday. I'd never seen Marcelo Spade fight before. That was amazing.
Waller.
Go ahead. What? I was merely respectful of Marcelo Spade.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I was
let's
putting in
just-
my point of
I'm going
reference.
to have to just cut. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the triple threat match was none other than Marcelo Spade.
And Marcelo Spade's a bad motherfucker.
Next match of the night was friend versus friend, brother versus brother, as classic
Don't even
Alpha
remember.
Chris Classic versus the renamed Joseph Ira Credit. Mr. Credit came out
Of
explained
the
to
spirit of Detroit.
Yes, he is going by now his given name.
You ever see the spirit of Detroit fight?
Yes, of course. I saw
Bad ass men.
They he explained to the folks, bottom line is his mother gave him that name, and he is no longer going to be ashamed to use that name. So these two fought all over the place. They put on one hell of a show and one hell of a match. But both of these men, they went for a pinning combination, and unfortunately, all their shoulders, both sets of shoulders were down.
Yes,
The
it was.
referee then called the match a draw, and we went into intermission. Out of intermission, it was the Dream Breaker, Aaron Stone, the current urban culture champion, versus
He was in a bad mood on Sunday, that guy.
the ARC's Jackson P. Larkin. I again was on commentary.
Who was
Aaron
on commentary
Jones,
with you?
Kevin Young Sr., the host.
See.
All of our hopes, our dreams did not work, and therefore he did exactly what his name said. He broke our dreams, and still your urban culture champion is Aaron Stone.
Yeah, Jackson P. Larkin's not very good.
I already went over the Ewok versus the Cobra match.
You can have him on the ARC.
Again, hard hitting. Cobra wins. Ewok loses.
We talked about Cobra and Ewok.
Then we have the
Even Cactus Rack talked about it.
Then we have the main event for the C3 Ultimate Championship. It is the king of the whole damn show, Miles Mercer, versus Just Amazing. This match was a grudge match.
Well, I like Just Amazing. He's a good man.
As a year ago,
Just Amazing's the champ now, right?
KO Kendra ran her mouth. She got met with a chair. Justin got all huffy and puffy. This match became a fight as we made our entrance way to the match. We were attacked by Just Amazing, Mike Strong, and KO Kendra. It was a fight. At one point, they even jumped. Just Amazing jumped off the stage and onto a pile of people. This match went back and forth. But ladies and gentlemen, still your C3 Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, the King, Miles Mercer. Now, on to IPW and Sunday.
The hosts were not good.
You spent an hour interrupting all these people and what they had to say so you can get to this IPW stuff. And all you have to say in the midst of everything is that the hosts were not good.
They weren't Power Hour. They
That
weren't elite.
is all you wanted to do was just get that out there.
I did want to get that out there. I
All
think
right.
that's important because
After everything that happened.
So just so you know, it's 25 minutes on the next hour that we're going into, in case you were curious of what's taking.
I mean,
why you gotta
first
have
time
a
is
top
coming. As soon as we're done with IPW, I'm going to bed.
All right, Cactus Rack, tell us about IPW from your perspective before you had to leave to administer medical attention to Hot Rod Daddy Andy.
Besides babysitting you, Steve?
What? I'm a ticket taker. I don't need to be babysat. I did nothing. I
All
was
right.
enjoying the
let's
show, taking the tickets.
Let's see if I can remember in order. Concussion memories are hard. So let's see. Miles Mercer and Renee Van Peebles were the hosts.
And they were mad at each other from the minute they got in that ring.
Somebody gave Miles a megaphone.
I took that megaphone. Took it away.
I will say that Renee should have had the megaphone. It seemed like Miles was out there only for himself. Renee got miffed. A whole bunch of people came out, including the Hot Rod Daddy and Aaron Stone. And there was someone else. Who else was it?
I don't remember.
Sean Danger was face planted.
He was asleep.
Ewok.
Oh yeah, Ewok came out.
Well, Ewok should come out because Ewok is the king.
Everybody wanted a piece of somebody else, and it ended up being a handicap match scheduled for later that night between Renee and C Red versus Hot Rod Daddy.
Which I have nothing to do with all this bull that they got going on. So whatever.
Is the ARC broken up?
The ARC could be better, but keep going.
Is the ARC no longer a thing? Because after Sunday, it looked like you had had enough of the stupidity and the shenanigans that the hosts brought to the name of the ARC.
Let me just say this. I respect each and every one of those veterans.
I don't
in that
believe you
building.
do.
You don't respect the veterans?
Oh, no, he
He
does.
doesn't respect the veterans.
Oh, I thought he said somebody.
He's too busy jumping the gun. Let's let
jumping.
motherfucker speak.
I'll let him speak. That's me. That's on me.
Yes, it is on
That's
you.
on me.
Rion, take the bottle, please.
God damn it.
Those veterans deserve all the respect.
They were so nice.
And as
Don't
me
drink
being
straight up.
a veteran, I understand. And I talk to the veterans before the show and after the show. And again, so there's a certain amount of level that should come. So with me, it's all about 11 Bravo Pride. Again, something that these young kids today have no idea about. And again, I'm tired of being caught in the middle. Again, I feel like a parent driving two children on vacation and they're just in the back seat
No, it was.
nagging and complaining the whole time. So at this point right now, I need a break from them. I'll talk to them whenever I talk to them, if I talk to them. And that's the bottom line I'll say on that situation. As far as the match goes, first of all, I didn't ask to be put in a match that night. I was expecting to have the night off. I was expecting to ring the bell again, like I did at the previous show. I like ringing the bell. I like going ding, ding, ding. It's
I like
fun.
taking the tickets. I like money.
But again, no, they gotta have a
I did it
little
wrong
tip.
again, though.
Oh, no,
No.
you did this. Oh, you did that.
Got that too.
Oh.
That
And
was in
again,
the-
I'm gonna be honest.
Very similar
Miles
company.
has been ducking people. Miles has been. Everybody want to fight Miles. And guess what?
I want to
has
fight
been
Miles.
ducking people. So guess what?
I
Oh
fight
well,
Miles.
whatever comes, comes.
We're
But
talking-
the bottom line is I had no intention. So we have a match. Yeah. And again, Renee wanted to be up to shenanigans. Renee wanted to cheat to win. I like Andy. And guess what? I wanted to wrestle. I wanted to see if I could go one-on-one with one of the best in the damn Midwest right now.
Andy
I
is
wanted
best.
to see that. But no, she want to do what she want to do. And again, you know what? The hell with it. Yeah, I walked off. Yeah, she got the team got the victory, but I don't give a damn. Guess what? It's about respect. If you can't respect your opponent, then what the hell? But okay, go ahead.
I want Cactus Rack to kick Renee Van Peebles' ass.
Okay.
That's just me.
Now that you've gotten that out of the way, Red, please continue.
No, I want to continue. I was there. I saw it all.
I do
Okay, let's
know.
see.
Thank you, See Red.
So I do know that IPW held a tag team tournament. We finally got tag team gold back in IPW. And guess what?
It was a sham.
Why?
They didn't deserve that title.
Okay, I was already gone at that point, so somebody fill me
It
in.
made me sad to give them those belts. Not that I have any animosity against Damian Tyler and Leo LaFleur. They're great people, not deserving champions.
Did they win? Did they pin?
Well, I mean,
Shoulders to
they
the mat?
won, but they won by chicanery. You should never win by chicanery if you want to be respected. And I know a thing or two about respected.
Anyway, so I do know Miles had to wrestle the junior, the IPW junior heavyweight champion, that dude that I can't stand, but I do respect.
Scorpio Del Rio.
El,
El
why
Scorpio
you
Del
don't get
Rio.
a hard
I just
problem
said
with a
Del Rio.
scorpion?
Actually,
It's not Del
Dorado.
Rio, it's Dorado. I was
I
gonna
was waiting to
say.
see if you was gonna pick up.
And I don't
on
get to
that.
yell at you for making a mistake. You
I
yelled at
did
me
that
for
on
making many
purpose.
mistakes. You did not do that on purpose.
I
You're
did that
a
on-
liar.
Trust me.
Steve-
Again, great match.
Steve,
Back and
focus.
forth, but at the end of the night, Miles did not have enough in the gas. He did not walk away with the IPW.
Miles is a child that needs his toys taken away.
So,
You have empowered him too much. But see, Red, I will say this about you. The respect that you commanded from that show on Sunday was amazing. The ARC, let's just say historically, the means to the ends have been somewhat questionable over the years. But what you did on Sunday made everybody in that building look at C-Red just a little differently. I don't know if it's being around veterans. I don't know if it's being on a Sunday. I don't know if it's you're just disappointed with the way your children are acting. But you were a class act. I mean, you're always a class act. I say that all the time. But the way you conducted yourself in that match was very impressive.
Well, again,
I appreciated it.
that is because again,
Why are you? I was making a testimonial. You're rubbing your eyes like you're frustrated.
Well, I'm not frustrated. I'm tired. I've been here longer than I expected to be here. Everybody want to take a nap. I just wanna go.
We have
Again,
Cactus
I will
Rack
say
for at least
again.
27 minutes. She doesn't go to bed till 8:30, and she is going to learn very fast that being part of the Power Hour might mean 8:26. Go ahead, Red.
again, it is because of the veterans. Again, when you guys have to sit back and realize that we gave our lives and put them on the line, no matter what branch, and it's a blessing to be back here and be alive and be with our families. So, with that being said, the respect is off the charts when it comes to the veterans of VFW Hall 311. The paying fans don't always need to see shenanigans. They pay to see wrestling.
Also,
And when I somehow got mixed up in this tiff, okay, I've got to fight hot daddy. I mean, he's everywhere. He's fighting everybody.
he's
So,
in Wisconsin.
again,
There's
why
cheese.
wouldn't I want to test my skill and see if I can go one-on-one
Look at
with
Jed.
him?
Jed's going to book you against Andy at Crash Test, and look at him.
No,
You got
no,
that beard.
no. It's not about booking against Andy. It's about this, respect and wrestling and chicanery. And he seems to be so against it over there at IPW, but yet he's saying that he's not showing up to Crash Test in September to defend the
Sunday
championship.
is a holy day. God came down from the mountain with the tablets on a Sunday. So that's why Red is different on a Sunday. It's like
Lord have mercy.
Ah.
He
Sunday
just
school.
rewrote the whole Bible. It was Moses, people. Moses.
Moses. And the Red
Anyway.
Sea. Look at Cactus. She's like, Cactus Rack is like, I don't want to be on this show anymore. This is stupid.
Oh, she's just thinking about slapping all y'all.
It's 15 minutes left in case you're worried like what the time is.
Maybe not so much Rion, but she wants to slap.
So to
Steve, I
wrap
know
it
that.
up, ladies and
Why
gentlemen,
would she want to slap me? I didn't do anything.
I don't know.
See, will you let C-Red talk?
Mr. Information Liaison, do they have an official name?
What is the question?
Tag team
They were
champions.
yelling at each other. What is happening?
Does the tag team champions, the newly crowned tag team champions, have an official name, or they're just?
I honestly don't have any information. I know that's what I do, but I have no information on that at this time.
Okay, so the new tag team champions are Damian Tyler, Leo LaFleur, and I mean, Steve said there was chicanery, and I don't know.
Now,
But
I can give you some chicanery information if everybody wants to actually like stop talking for a minute.
Go ahead.
Probably. Like we can try this. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we could try it. Let's see if this works or not. Switching hands, y'all. Switching hands.
Steve threw the first punch.
I'm getting tired again. I'm getting tired.
Okay, so I can put it down. Informational liaison.
Steve, you threw the first punch?
So, ladies and gentlemen, so what has been taking place at IPW? Everything was stated clear at the end of the show after said segment that the informational liaison just pointed out. So for months, the workhorses have been coming to IPW, not as wrestlers, as fans. And 2 months ago, things got kind of heated. 2 months ago, they kept poking the bear, which is Steve. At said show, Steve got fed up, went to the back, put on his wrestling attire, and came back out. Challenged them to a fight during intermission, and Steve chased them all the way outside. Steve chased them outside. I jumped in. He says I saved him. I just did what I did. I defended a friend's honor. So we move forward to this month. Again, they come out not as wrestlers, as support to watch their
Hector's
friends.
left. Jackie's left. See red.
Focus,
She left.
damn it, focus.
Letting my dog out.
Just
They then decide during the whole show, Steve has poked the bear. Steve has had enough. They call out Steve, as you saw in the footage. Yes, Steve threw the first punch. They then triple teamed him. At this point, I had no clue. Once the fighting, I guess if that's what you call it, concluded, the informational liaison then stepped into the ring and made an announcement.
Do you want me to make that announcement, or are you good?
I can make the announcement. So he informed the crowd, first of all, that the office of IPW was there. And
I saw him. I made him
was
mad.
kind of embarrassed that not only in the workhorses, but Steve also, that this has been going on. But clearly they had a conversation and there was a deal put in place. So once we got Steve to sit down and relax, the informational liaison then said this: that next month at IPW, one of the workhorses, whichever one they choose, will have a match against Steve, one-on-one. If that particular workhorse beats Steve, then there will be a discussion of a contract to have the workhorses in IPW.
No chance.
If Steve wins, they are no longer welcome to any IPW event, not even as paying customers. They are banned. And did I get all the information right? Information liaison. So next month, ladies and gentlemen, save the date. Oh, I hate when my phone don't want to act.
August 28th.
August 28th. There we go. August 28th. Ladies and gentlemen, for IPW, if I know nothing else, I do know that it is one of the workhorses versus Steve. And we'll finally see if he can match what he's been saying this whole time. So
Being a dog.
Yeah, the dog doesn't have my best interests at heart either. Yeah, it
Do
was.
you have anybody in your corner for that, Steve?
That's the funny part.
I got it.
Rian has banned me from any more spirit, says Riccolo and Marco.
What are you
Good
talking
job.
about? What happened?
Okay,
don't pay no attention.
I mean, I was gonna offer to be in your corner, but
Tell me
I
to
appreciate
focus.
that. I appreciate that. So generally speaking of the IPW locker room, I think they're tired of me being mouthy and not backing up what I say. So when I got my ass kicked and put in a crippler crossface for the first time in my life and having my anatomy stretched in ways that God never intended, as three boys beat my ass up and down the ring. I mean, they beat my ass. I'll admit it. They beat me up. They did a hell of a job beating me up too. I'm sore today. But all the people in the back, all the people that I've been putting over for years, nobody came. They just let me get beat. The information liaison came because the show had to end at some point and something had to be done. So the bosses called down and said, go stop this shit, this bull. C-Red came out because, C-Red's like, man, this is going on long enough. The man's in a crossface. I should probably come out. So I appreciate C-Red coming out to try to influence breaking up the situation. But the point is, I created the situation. The point is, I put myself in harm's way and I received the beatdown that I deserve for talking a lot of shit. And that being said, that's fine. August 28th will come and they will expect to beat me handily. Maybe that happens. Maybe I'm ready for it. The point is, you should probably come out to Richmond Park on the 28th and see what happens, because I may have a surprise or two. You don't know. It's a matinee show. Anything can happen on a Sunday afternoon in Richmond Park. Hell, Cactus Rack might be a secret weapon. You don't know. That's the beauty part of IPW. You just don't know. I was a ticket taker at the start of that show, and I ended up being the scope of the internet this afternoon as a ticket taker. So at IPW, anything can happen. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, anything can happen. And that's the genius behind it. So come on out August 28th and see what happens, because even I don't know. I'm no wrestler, but I'll fight. In September at Crash Tested Wrestling, I'm no wrestler, but I'll fight. So there you go. Is that fair?
Always.
It's always fair. So what else we got, Red? We should probably wrap this package because Cactus is starting to. I got about 13 minutes of Cactus left before she turns into a pumpkin and does not go
That's
to
a
the ball.
lie. You got 3.5. That's a lie. 3.5 according to this timer. That's a lie.
Let's go right to Cactus Rack and let's talk about August 20th and Roller Derby Mania in Homewood, Illinois. Cactus, talk to us about the Chicagoland Knockouts.
Chicago Knockout Roller Derby is coming back for our second bout, August 20th. It will be the Punk Rock Punishers versus the Horrific Haunters. I was formerly a Horrific Haunter. I am now on the Punk Rock Punishers. We are going to have Rabid Brewing vending beer. We are going to have, I cannot remember the name at the moment. We're going to have tamales, and we will have my very own Hazel and her friends, Cece and Lorelai, doing concessions. So bring money to tip them, please, because it's going in the college fund.
Give Hazel your money. Give Hazel your money.
Give Hazel your money. So it's going to be an amazing time. There's going to be fights. There's going to be yelling and screaming and ladies rolling all over the floor, punching each other and kicking each other in the face with skates. So
Rhiannon, are you going to be in Homewood on August 20th?
I already bought my ticket yesterday.
Rhiannon will be there.
And I'm going to toot my own horn for a little bit. I have been struggling with Derby since COVID started because A, couldn't go to practices because it's COVID. B, my dad died and I stopped doing everything.
Mhm.
I have been weightlifting again, and I have been actively going to practices, and my speed is back and my footwork is back. So I feel really, really sorry for anybody on the opposing team on August 20th.
You feel sorry for anybody?
Anybody on the other team. I feel sorry for you, Steve.
Why would you feel sorry for me?
That's a loaded question.
Well, we'll see.
Mhm.
C-Red,
Minute and a half, in case you.
on August 20th, while Cactus Racked is doing what she does the very best, better than anybody else, you will be in Peru, Illinois at Dreamwave.
Dreamwave is back. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Summer Spectacular is here. Dreamwave makes his return. 305th Avenue. Special time. 3 p.m. bell time. Doors open at 2. Right now, it is Hammerstone versus Bucky Collins. It is 12 Gauge versus CJ Esparada.
Esparza, you fool!
Hey, you got it. It is AEW's Platinum Mac Caster versus
That's Max Caster.
Anarchist's Eric Cannon. It is a 6-man scramble for the new Dreamwave champion.
Listen to this lineup. This is amazing.
Big Capri,
Nice
Marche
pick.
Rocket,
All day.
Acid, Christian Rhodes, Brubaker, and Hardenbauer.
Don't know.
All 6 men, part of Dreamwave, coming together for one show. I will be there, yes, in all red, ladies and gentlemen. So if you will not be at the Roller Derby, you need to be in Peru, Illinois for the return of Dreamwave and Summer Spectacular.
Yay!
Nailed it. Nailed it.
That is quite the dismount, C-Red. Well, that's all the time we have for kids. Thank you for joining Power Hour 100. And just real quick, August 19th, Franklin Park CSW got a show with Carlito. That'll be fun. I mean, if you like that kind of stuff. SCW has a show on the 27th. So we've got lots of action this month. Come out and see it. Support your local independent wrestling. You'll be glad you did. And then in September, Whiplash, Hobart, Indiana, Miles Mercer, Mike Strong, C-Red in Miles's corner, the GM in Mike Strong's corner. There will be no shenanigans at Whiplash in Hobart. Jed Williamson, I know you've been sitting there listening to us prattle for a while.
I love watching you guys work.
We appreciate you coming
Or at
on
least
and
try to
being
work.
our 100th guest. It's a pleasure to have you. Glad you're back. We look forward to what you do at Whiplash. And then again in November, it'll be great. We look forward to everything that's coming. Cactus Rack, you're a gem. We're looking forward to doing all kinds of chaotic things with you as we move forward to the next 100 episodes of this.
Chaos is my middle name.
C-Red, it's been a pleasure working with you for 100 episodes. I can't wait for the next chapter. And Rion Skills, stop being mad at me. I did the best I could. That's all I can do.
Well, I just want a nap, man. I just want to take.
I'm grateful for the hour and a half.
We will be back next weekend on this medium, and our guest will be Russell TD. Red, tell us about Russell.
I'm not red.
Not Red. That's Rion. Rion, tell us about.
That's racist for no reason.
That is not racist. That is an accident.
Right me in the face.
You're gonna
Look
cancel me
right
for an
at
accident?
me.
That's not right.
I'm not canceling you. It's because I got a red brim. I understand.
That might be it.
It's
Rion,
fine.
tell us about Russell.
He is.
Tell us more.
I haven't even said
Okay.
anything yet. He is going.
Cactus
to
Rack,
be-
tell us about Russell.
Holy shit!
Russell's the best.
I haven't even said anything.
I love seeing Russell do his thing. You're in for a treat.
Okay, Rion, Cactus set you up. Take it
You
home.
guys have a good evening. About
Hour 100. Red, how the hell did we get here?
I'm going to bed.
Left at Albuquerque.
Chaos.
We will see you next week on this show. Thanks to Jed Williamson. Thanks to Cactus Rack. Rion, the urban sensation. I'm Steve. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And this show, of course, brought to you by Woodford Reserve. Actually, not really, but it brought me here. So good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.